Yeah. Jesus Christ. I was on my phone, and phone is evil because I was distracted. Because someone from Poland learned. Try to learn what Omega is. Like, Polish guy tried to learn the conversation, and his wife was making him a lecture. But the lecture was like very not like academic one, on the fly. So there were some stuff that were almost as I was like commenting, studying stuff. So, and people started talking as I was distracted for a second. I didn't know there were stories in which Omegas are like mantis. Like mantis Omegas that eat people. I was not informed that can happen. I mean, I am not surprised that it did happen. I didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed. Now I am smart. So, I wanted to do Carlotta story. Oh, did I just level up to level 40? Why? How? When? What? I didn't do anything! Mau! Người khác cũng nhảyใน background. Mau! City base in sea. Mau! Need to check what the fuck. Oh, they're meowing. She's a bit wobbly still. So we were in vet at the vet today. She got some calming meds, and she was like, I'm dead.
This is a testament to my connection with the world.
She's now better, but she's still visibly like, when she stands, she's like wobbling a bit. Midnight. 22. This is an hour, but Americans don't know. This is an hour. Need to get cut. Ooh. I was close enough for a cut.
The midnight chime has faded, yet the night endures. Restless hearts long for an understanding that should be ours.
Restless heart? They cheated her at the price? Sounds gay to me.
In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival. This should be the place Capello mentioned in his invitation.
With this invitation, I wish to personally thank you for all you have done for the Montelli family, and to amend the slight misstep in your reception. I hope this gesture will help to mend any misunderstandings and strengthen our alliance. In the name of the Montellis, I shall honor my allies as I do my own kin and blood. In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival. Yours sincerely, Capello Montelli.
I knew it. Another invitation. That's kind of their signature, huh? But this wasn't Carlotta. Who's this Capello guy?
He's the uncle Carlotta told us about.
Oh yeah, the big boss of the vault and all that jazz. Guess it won't hurt swinging by Carlotta's family. They do owe us a big one. I bet he's got something good planned. A pile of money. Maybe a mega feast. Ugh. I've been feeling pretty weird lately. My head's all wobbly. I might not be able to show right when you need me.
Just get some rest, I can manage. I'll make sure to eat all the food for you.
Okay, you've got this. If anything happens, just smash your way through.
I will do.
Anyway, I'll leave this to you then. Oh, but hey, if you ever need my help, just give me a shout, okay?
To locate me so precisely and deliver the invitation right into my hands. This Capello Montelli knows what he's doing.
Forgive me for not meeting you properly until now. Guest from the Black Shores, laureate of the Carnival, savior and friend of the Montellis. Your presence is an honor. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Capello Montelli, Carlotta's uncle, son of the Padrino, and the next head of the family.
Given Capello's stature, a private meeting at this hour? Is it really just about gratitude?
Why the sudden invite from someone over your past? I hope this meeting is as simple as it seems.
Without you, the traitors wouldn't have been captured, and I freed from their hands. While Carlotta has expressed our family's gratitude, I feel obliged to do it in person.
Why are you smiling at me as if you were a villain?
But unfortunately, the traitors had little to offer, and the one behind them is still in the shadows. Unnerving, isn't it?
Don't worry, Carlotta is on it. I hear that someone high up. For your family's issues are my concern.
I'll wait for her findings then. Things aren't as bright for the Montellis as they may seem. The Order, Physaelias, and the Fraxidas, any attempt to break the status quo puts us at risk. The traitors we captured were a warning, but also a reminder. to survive. I must seek alliances beyond the family. Especially with you, just as Carlotta did.
You are Carlotta. What's the difference?
Now that you mention it, let me be clear. Carlotta is dear to me, and nothing will change that. But she's from the lesser branch of the family.
What?
Tradition says I, the rightful heir, should manage dealings with the Black Shores, not her.
What? That's very villain behavior now. Oh, she's from the lesser branch of the family. I am the more important here. Goodbye, Alicia.
Restoring order and benefiting the family as I intended. That's what I meant in the letter by amending a slight misstep.
You are even more suspicious than before.
The leader of the Black Shores must have sent you here with a purpose. Tell me, and I will offer you support far beyond what Carlotta could provide.
I can't give you an answer now. Support with a high price, I suppose. Don't trust the guy.
The choice is yours, of course. But as the family heir, I will not see my authority undermined, even by those I consider allies.
Sorry, what? Do you want to be beaten? I have a sword.
So if you can't stand by my side, I'd prefer you stay out of the Montelli's affairs.
Even more so.
Otherwise, believe me, you won't want to find yourself at odds with us, no matter how strong you are. You're welcome to remain an observer from the sidelines, but once you join the table, you play by the rules. My rules.
Shut the fuck up, I don't play by anyone's rules. You should be happy. Didn't beat your ass right now.
Well said. But the rules are not set in stone, are they? What matter of intrigue brought you and Rover together at this hour, Uncle? A table? Are we speaking of a splendid card game, then?
Your timing is most unfortunate. Our little chat just finished.
And you think I won't tell her what you just told me? You asshole! I don't trust your fucking ass!
Pity. I didn't think you'd pull her aside for a private word, especially after all Rover and I have been through together. But since you've finished, would you excuse us now?
She came here as if she was my wife and she was like, I think that the conversation between you and my wife is done. I get the vibe like this from this conversation. She already knows on whose side I am. She doesn't even doubt that I am on her side. This is so gay.
Carlotta, you stay. I have more to discuss with you.
Huh.
Meet me at the rendezvous. Beware the ice.
A gun is a powerful tool, but only in the hands of the worthy.
I understand, Uncle. I've never forgotten where my privileges come from, nor will I covet what's not mine. The Black Shores, the Carnival. My sole principle is whether they benefit the Montellis. I will execute any command that strengthens the family, and crush any threats to our standing.
Very well. Keep your words in mind.
Uncle, about Bennett. Have you heard?
That family thief stealing from the vault. Why? Are you suggesting I failed my duties?
He's very antagonistic.
Not at all. I just happened to overhear someone talking about it in passing.
I also
I'm
did
more entangled in the Montelli family's schemes than I ever realized. When I went after the traitors... No. When I decided to help with the Carnival, the game was already in play.
another vibe I am getting from this story is I have flashbacks to all the manhwas I am reading recently because
Carlotta
they have
warned me about eyes, so she probably wants me to avoid unnecessary attention. I'm not sure why, but staying under the radar is never a bad idea.
all the manhwas I read have similar settings to this play, so I get flashbacks to the typical manhwa drama from the manhwa I am reading. All the villainous manhwa are set in similar time period. That's the vibe I get. Like the drama between the two people who have enough experience to become heads of the family. The guy acts as if Carlotta was a direct threat to his inheritance.
Carlotta's not here yet. Guess I'll have to wait.
Who's that guy? This also looks like some family drama. Noble families and their dramas and issues. Whoever was following me seems to have left. Is he one of them? There's something distinctive about this tyrant to me.
Might I trouble you for a light, young lady?
I have a feeling that this guy is the head of the Montelli family. Because the previous guy that came, he said that he's the son of that and that guy and future head of the Montelli, but he was acting as if he was already the head, and that Carlotta doesn't have anything to say. Like, fuck you, guy. You're not the head yet. Sorry, I don't have one.
Oh well, a cigar without smoke. My granddaughter told me Raguna's reign is a bad omen. Can't argue with that now, can I?
Is he here by accident or design? I can sound him out of it.
You've been looking at this painting for a while. Anything special about it?
Oh. Did it capture your interest as well? Or are you simply passing the time until the rain ends?
Just happened to see you studying the painting.
It's only the investor's nature in me. I find myself irresistibly drawn to items of unique value.
So he's an art investor. Also, this is also a trait of Montelli family. They're collecting echoes.
The Montelli family prides themselves on their eclectic taste in art. Any style by any artist can find its home within their quarter. Art knows no boundaries of time, place, or the mind. Here we stand, united by the rain, drawn to the same painting. They say in art, we glimpse pieces of our own soul. What do you make of this piece? Care to share your thoughts?
Yeah, I heard about that before. That people find stuff in paintings that resonate with them. I guess this is what he means by finding a piece of their own soul in the painting. But now when I think about it, the way he said it kind of implies that we could use art and what they say about the art to get to know a person better, to know their essence, without actually asking any question about them. You step closer to study the collage. Small irregular shapes nest within larger circles, their edges melting together to form a delicate harmony. Yeah, like here is a big yellow circle, and in front of it this is the big blue circle. There's one circle that is yellow here, and it goes into white. And there's here circle that goes into yellow, and here a bit white. So there's also a circle here and a circle here. This balance, however, feels precarious as the two opposing forces are on the verge of collision. I guess this is what the theme of this story will be. Will Carlotta be in collision with the next heir of the family? The large circle completes itself by absorbing the small pieces. It's too abstract for me. Maybe artist is seeking some kind of change.
True artistry lies not only in what is painted, but what is left unsaid. I share the same view, except that I'm somehow saddened by the part that forsakes its character to achieve balance. Perhaps chosen by the artist for its uniqueness. Now is not the time to cling to existing balance, but to embrace the unknown. Seek change and carve out one's path, just as she once did.
Seek change, you mean this painting? Okay, so the guy went away. And I kept staring at the painting.
Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pazzoli's latest piece. Didn't know you had such refined taste.
But you know what? The title of this picture, this painting, implies something completely else that the characters were talking about. Glory in Decay seems to indicate some kind of striking beauty in things breaking apart, which you wouldn't normally connect with change, because decay more indicates topics of death, decomposition, nature, than change. But at the same time, death is part of the circle of life, so I guess it to some extent represents change, because when you're alive, you exist in one form, and when you're dead, you change form. Like imagine, you have an animal who is living, eating the grass and stuff. Then it dies, and its body starts to decay. It starts changing form. It doesn't exist in the previous form anymore. Now it exists in the new. It's changing. To fit into the circle of life, it's absorbed by the earth, eaten by the worm, and the cycle continues. So I guess death represents change. Ooh, I never thought about this before. It's so obvious when you think about it. I was discussing it with an old gentleman. He left soon after the rain stopped.
I dodged those pesky eyes the whole way here, worried you'd been kept waiting too long. But it seems you've kept yourself entertained. So, the old gentleman was simply hiding from the rain, was he? I see. The Montelli Quarter does attract art enthusiasts. Anyway, I'm glad prying eyes didn't follow. When it rains in Ragusa, surprises are as common as puddles. A delay is only a small splash. Calling you here with little explanation and a word of caution, I can only imagine your confusion.
Well, I trust you. It's taken me by surprise. You and your uncle both. The Montellis enjoy their intrigue, don't they?
The shark in our midst has finally made its move.
I am suspecting that the shark is the uncle.
Recently, several of our partners claim to have found a superior seller and ended their dealings with us. Meanwhile, Bennett, our vault keeper, was reported to have embezzled and sold vault assets. It's said that he tried to flee, but was killed by tacit discords outside the city.
So Bennett betrayed the family as well?
I'm not so sure. I've worked with Bennett before. He was principled, bold, but not reckless. Not one to easily betray. And the night he died, he sent a photo to my terminal. A blood-stained page of an anthology, marked with 3 phrases. Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. When 40 winters siege thy beauty, and the planet turns right, twice and a half.
That's rather cryptic, okay, but it makes no sense.
The meaning is yet to be revealed, but he is clearly conveying a message. All evidence points to Bennett being the key to uncovering the shark lurking in our waters. The Montelli family is a symbol of liberation for Raguna. We uphold freedom and equality for all. Our vault is the heart of our family. And if it is corrupted, it threatens not only us, but risks plunging the city back into oppression and isolation.
Yeah, that new heir of yours, the uncle, doesn't sound like the guy who's embracing equality.
As much as I hate to suspect family members, I cannot rule any of them out. You, however, are different. As an outsider who has aided us in capturing the initial traitors, I hope to not be proven wrong, but I feel that I can trust you.
So you're asking for my help. I suppose this is when I volunteer to help.
My uncle's words were clear. Only those at the table can play the game. To engage with my family, one must have both standing and purpose. So, I offer you a new identity in our upcoming inquiry. Cat's Eye, a provisional member under my patronage.
But I'm not really a member of the family. This is obviously a lie.
If you wish to join, you must undertake the final assessment and pledge your loyalty to the Montellis.
So you can just join? Why Cat's Eye though?
When it comes to family matters, we like to use code names, each tied to a unique token. Mine, for example, is Opal. Opal recommended Cat's Eye. It has a ring to it, don't you think? Also, have you looked closely at your own eyes? They share the same luster as Cat's Eye gems.
Aww, this is so gay. She's looking into my eyes. She's observing my eyes.
Now, Cat's Eye, will you stand with me to catch the traitor within our family and avert this looming threat?
Well, you recommended me, so it's your call. We must prevent this threat and bring peace to Raguna. I want to uncover the true identity of this lurking shark.
I understand decorum is important to the Montellis. But among friends, can't we be a bit more informal?
What made you say that?
You're always one step ahead. How about we slow down and favor the present?
Ah, you're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it?
I sense that she is very pleased with what is happening.
I just might entertain that thought.
Gay. Gay as my fucking ass.
But for now, my agents just sent me the address of Bennett's residence. While his body has been found, what he left behind is still out there.
Let's try our luck at picture. Woohoo! That's it. Berto, are you the guy who was tailing though? Something tells me the next head might be someone else. Uh-huh. Ah, well, if you're so sure, how about you tell me if we can get that special margarita pie? Here they're only making 30 of them today. 30 of them today. Hey, you should trust my intuition. It saved me from the Reaper more times than I can count. Seriously, not long ago, they caught another traitor from the vault, and then vanished the trail too. It's no surprise people are starting to question Mr. Capolo's ability to lead, and I hear he hasn't been looking too well lately. Meanwhile, Lady Carlotta's reputation has been growing. She has helped a lot of people in the family with her acts and work. True, but you're missing the most important point, the will of Lady Carlotta herself. You know she has never wanted to put her relationship with Mr. Capolo or Padrino at risk. As an adopted member of the family, she has always felt she doesn't deserve a position like that. But of course, opinions differ on why she's reluctant to take the role. But one thing is clear, Lady Carlotta has no interest in becoming the next head. If she did, the family's balance would have been disrupted a long time ago. So for now, just save that intuition of yours for the pie, alright? Like I said, the theme seems to be Apollo Powers Carlotta, who is that?
It seems someone has acted faster. Those two, they're my uncle's agents, Sage and Acorn.
Code name?
Yes, we address each other by code names, handy identifiers in a crowd. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details you might need. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items, but my presence might raise a few eyebrows.
I will go have a little chat with them to see what they know. We could find a way around them and continue the investigation.
Yes, you try and loosen their lips. If memory serves, they are senior members, having served under my uncle for years. Regulars at margaritas. Talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests, and their words will flow like a river. As for the rest,
I will improvise as needed. Why is now suddenly the mask visible? It was not visible before. Because I am secret agent now? Akern, Sage.
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us. But I don't recognize this person.
Neither do I. Listen up.
Akern, Sage.
Okay, you got the names right. Must be family. Who are you?
I am Cat's Eye, new to the family.
Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell. Probably one of those new recruits after the Carnival.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Strike up a conversation about being a newcomer. Strike up a conversation about Margarita.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And the pizza. Oh, it's a favorite in my circle, too.
Always a solid choice when on the move. Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault. Is that true?
Well, cat's out of the bag now. See that house right there? That's where the thief lived. We came to search for clues.
Hello, Alorno. How are you today? Can you communicate? Nothing else. No? What was your day? What are you doing? Today is a free day. This is weekend. Tell me your plans. Whatever. Tell me about your life. I feel starved. I don't even know you. Did you recover the stolen book?
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found nothing.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. That's a needle in a haystack, if you ask me.
Fantastic to speak. And Aloyno is crawling. Isn't your boss worried? Boss doesn't seem too worried. They're fun, dude.
Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. He has his methods. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just do what we're told and do it well.
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break. With a bit more time, I think you'll do just fine.
That's good.
So, they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retrieve the items and resolve the situation.
Maybe he's hiding something. Maybe he's in control all along. Things don't add up.
Curiously, Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where you met Uncle. Last night, I was investigating the area before I happened upon your private meeting.
That explains why you were there.
But when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any details. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up, just as the two agents reported. I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved. Everything about his living space fits the profile of a typical Junior Vault employee. I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration. He was ambitious, but never greedy. I was even told he refused a bribe offered by a business associate during an operation. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa. Mere profit would never make him betray us.
The family protects its members. Members bring the family lower.
For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle.
Fight on!
Shh! Hold still. See that man over there, the one that looks like a grey dove?
Without making a movement to follow Carlotta's line of sight, not far away a man, partially hidden, is frequently glancing in your direction. He seems to be observing you and Carlotta. Noticing your gaze, immediately starts running.
After him! Quick!
Soft man, deserves the fall.
nowhere to run. Now it's time for a proper chat.
These old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
No running, no chasing. Just a glance and you can tell we are Montelli.
No one knows the family's ways better than its members, even though he's no longer one of us. Right, old Duncan?
I must admit, you have an annoyingly good memory. It's remarkable that someone of your rank would remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. To me, Montelli is only a name of the past. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss. Now, I only feel tired.
Is that true? Why are you here?
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? Unless there's something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching. What were you looking for? Or, should I ask, what did you hope to find?
I don't know. To grieve for my last friend in the family? To blame him for being so reckless and greedy? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? Hoping to find the lost items and settle his debts, so he may rest in peace. I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. In Raguna's game, the Montelli family has only two options. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing. Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family, love, faith, principles, and even their life. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
But you can decide when to leave the table. Is that why you left the family?
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. No great endeavor is without its perils. So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The family exists to withstand what an individual cannot, and accomplish what might otherwise be unattainable. But within the family, each Montelli still enjoys the freedom of choice. Your leaving is a testament to this, is it not? If you're willing, there is still much to be done for Bennett. His terminal, the alleged stolen goods, everything but his body remains missing. Given your familiarity, you might help us in locating these items.
Bennett's death may not be as simple as it looks. They're also looking for more clues in his home.
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet.
Who is this Scarlet Velvet?
The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Raguna. They had close ties with Bennett. If he was really stealing, I'd wager they were complicit. And that said, with their recent fallout with the family, I can't guarantee you'll find them, let alone talk to them.
We have little choice but to try. Now, let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Raguna. This is the place.
I don't think Scarlet Velvet would hide somewhere so public.
She may not be here, but I have my ways of reaching her people. In Raguna's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drinks. Among traders, there's a secret code in the way drinks are mixed. A base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own, more private codes.
So they send messages by what they order. So it's not just a drink, it's a conversation.
Yes. This area is essentially a neutral zone in the city. No affiliations, no restrictions. With the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. But I've heard they have eyes and ears here. So all that remains is to order the right drink, watch the crowd, and let their reactions lead us to Scarlet Velvet's contact.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A Scarlet Velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet Velvet. An uncommon choice. Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as patiently. May you both find what you've come for.
Well, look at a woman.
Oh, there you are. I noticed you as soon as you walked in.
Care to join me for dinner?
Don't get me wrong. I've only been here long enough to recognise that drink, but I'm not making any guarantees beyond that. That swagger and flair. You're with the Montelli family, am I right? I know I'm not the one you came for, but don't dash off just yet. You don't know what I have up my sleeve, you know? How about you let me prove how reliable I can be for your family? Go on, test me.
Tell me the most curious thing you have heard.
I heard some rumours that the Montellis and the Order might have a closer relationship than they're letting on. But I wouldn't bet on it. When change is coming, you can always sense it in the air. It's hard to pin down at first, but when you do, it's often too late.
For an instant you feel a gaze from where you got your drink, but it vanishes as soon as you turn food.
Impressive. You've proved yourself capable. 3 days from now, at this hour, return here and order a golden ears mambo. Watch for someone wearing a green tourmaline.
Kirsch, whiskey, and cherry tomatoes. Does it mean revenge? Blood orange gin. That drink you have there is quite rare. Would you mind telling me what it means?
You will know it when you need to.
Ah, a riddle cloaked in mystery. You don't want to share, huh? Oh, sorry. I am just simply enthralled by symbols and codes.
What's the grand scheme? Occupy your time.
I've been exploring how drinks might encode numerical values. Through alcohol content or vintage, perhaps. But lately, I'm starting to wonder if the drink itself even matters.
The key to any language lies in the shared rules and agreements between both parties. With that in mind, the same drink or even the same object can be given countless meanings. Much like how my people and I sometimes improvise codes with whatever's available.
For an instant you feel a gaze from where you got your drink, but it vanishes as soon as you turn to look.
Sounds like you've been at this code research for quite some time. Mind if I ask you a question? Do you know when the bartender started his shift today?
Is Carlotta suspecting the bartender?
Let me see. I got here quite early, and he was here about the same time. Probably around 8 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
Joyous man.
The wild desires, they swallow me like the roaring waves. Oh, how maddening's your tender love. I'd forsake it all, just to be forever lost in your embrace.
Hello.
But this amber drink, a deadly poison? Or a healing tonic?
Excuse me.
No, leave me be. Don't bother me. The void, the endless void has consumed me. I want no part in anything. Who are you and who am I? Montelli, Phasalia, the Order, the Commoners. Without these names, what sets us apart? But reality is cruel, and we have no refuge.
Seems like the alcohol has brought out his inner Bard. He's just drunk, or completely out of it. For a moment you sense a pair of eyes on you from where you picked up your drink. But as you turn to look, the feeling quickly fades away.
Let's go. Clearly he's not the one we're looking for.
Hand him the scarlet velvet ribbon.
Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
No, it's you we have a problem with. Well, we are here for you.
As expected from a scarlet velvet informant, you are smart. In a place like this, a bartender is the perfect cover. The least noticed, but with the best view. You mix every drink and pass every code. You might not understand all of them, but nothing of importance ever escapes you. So this scarlet velvet ribbon is meant for you. Am I correct, sir?
Well, well. It finds its way back to me at last. A drink of trouble, I'd call it. Contact has been made, and by the rules, a conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet has decided there will be no further dealings with the Montellis. The partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta, aren't you afraid things might turn ugly?
There is no need to fight when we can talk. We are here to solve problems.
It's rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to do with a vault keeper named Bennett.
Surely you don't believe that nonsense.
Then what is the truth? Bennett was recently found dead in the wild. The dead are silent, but you are not. So let's talk.
Wait, Bennett is dead?
So there was a connection after all. Seems like the news hasn't reached you.
That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, if you truly are as noble as he believed, go to Whisperwind Haven after dusk. I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
Of course it's a place where I weren't yet. Why should it be somewhere close?
Wind guide me. Leave it to me. Wonderful sound.
We overhaul.
Down with the curtain! Leave it to me.
Terminals are divine artifacts from the Sentinel, brought to Rinascita by the first Primus. What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus. How dare you defy our cleansing of such blasphemy?
We never stopped asking the Order for permission to wear the terminals, but every single request is denied. You won't even tell us why. You've controlled the terminal supply, and the family stopped trading with us. These are all we have left. Why should we hand them over?
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel. But whether you are worthy of the terminals is for the Order to decide. If you willingly part with your wealth in devotion to the Order's divine cause, the door to forgiveness might still be open. But should you persist in your defiance, we'll have to escort you to the penitentiary for judgment.
People are quarreling there.
The Order and the commoners. It must be Scarlet Velvet causing the stir. The Order's arrogance is known, but such blatant actions. Is it because we're far from the heart of the city? Let's first address their troubles, and then we'll have a proper talk.
Ah, the Montelli's second daughter, and this year's laureate. I suggest you tread carefully and avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel, especially not for the sake of mere commoners. Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminals is a breach of the discipline.
Mere commoners, blah blah blah. I hate aristocracy and church. I didn't see anyone trading terminals here. All I see is you taking what's rightfully theirs.
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them, you owe us a refund.
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to repent for their illicit production and cease all trade with you.
This is production traders? Is he talking about the Montellis?
How sad, Miss Carlotta. Such loyalty to your family, only to be left in the dark. No one bothered to inform you, did they?
Oh, please. My ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot ignore my status. Wouldn't you agree? The Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please, regardless of their previous partnerships. You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself. If I were you, I'd be on my way to the penitentiary. Willful transgression is the worst blasphemy one can imagine.
I like how this sentence comments on how church impose the rules on others that they don't follow themselves.
Mark my words. The day Montelli is brought to its knees by the Order and Phasalia will be the day you beg for the Sentinel's mercy.
Fuck you.
When that day comes, all shall be under the Order's control, and it will not be long in coming.
Evil church! They even have the thorny crown, so that they were based with Christianity.
Ernesto, the bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. Frankly, I don't see the point in having this conversation. But since Ernesto said it's about Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly.
What if yours could be another lie from the Order? What if the Order's trying to turn us into stuff?
Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewelry, perfumes, and all that nonsense. You saw what happened today. And not to mention, I haven't seen him on telly for nearly 2 weeks.
Why her face is so weird?
Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Phasalias?
Montelli has been dealing with its own troubles lately.
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault, so our hands were tied.
You sure don't beat around the bush.
A direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me. Surrendering control and ceasing trade are not in the Montelli's vocabulary. The Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneering spirit second.
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever. When Capello takes the helm, you won't have a say. The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need is a solid promise from someone in charge. Can you do that? One thing's for sure. I don't want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us commoners end up defending it.
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to see what happened with our cooperation.
You know what? This is supposed to be your family's business. Why am I saying this to you? Excuse my earlier words. So, Ernesto told me Bennett's gone. What happened? He seemed fine the last time we met.
Some say he got what he deserved for stealing from the vault. And there are rumors that you helped him plant the stolen item. Of course, we think there's more to the story.
Good judgment there. The rumors are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods? Please. Bennett used to handle our shipments for the vault, but everything was above board. Nothing shady, okay? He knew his stuff. Never took advantage of us, never budged on prices either. For him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a shelter there after it happened a few times. That's all. Come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said? I hope we don't need to use it.
So Bennett left something behind him.
Seems Bennett may have anticipated the trouble ahead. I wonder if you might show us to the shelter. We'd be most grateful.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it. What's your business there anyway?
To test our hypothesis and see if there's anything of importance hidden.
Watch out.
Wind guide me.
Variable elimination.
You can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. Perhaps Bennett deliberately arranged it this way as a cover. We'll each use our senses to search. Then let's gather and analyze the clues we find.
This was a small dedicated rotor device, but we have no idea how to open it. We decide to take the device and inspect it later with Carlotta. You come across a scattered tube. As you flip through it, nothing seems out of place. Maybe this is what Bennett left. You decide to take the book and inspect it later with Carlotta. You notice a slightly faded oil painting. The woman in it wears a serene and enigmatic smile. As you look closer, you see the pencil mark of the letters ML and CL in the woman's eye. You carry the clues and items found with Carlotta.
Something is strange here.
These items aren't exactly rare, but they're not everyday objects either. They seem out of place here. Looks like Bennett left them deliberately.
Indeed. But what I find strange is... these items. Don't they seem familiar? Do you recall those 3 lines from the anthology? The ones Bennett sent me in the photo?
There seems to be a connection.
Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. The woman in the painting here seems to stand in the gloomy rain, but her eyes remain bright.
This line refers to the letters ML and CL in the eye.
Like the secret code in drinks, what matters is never the object themselves, but the shared rules and agreements between both parties. Now the book. It appears to be about winter, which is likely related to the second line, 40 winters. 40 winters. Try page 40. You flip the book
page 40, and there written in large numbers are 1, 9, and 0.
The last one is a rotor device. The planet
Revolves right twice and a half. Then Carlotta rotates the device 2.5 times. To the right, with a click, a slip of paper pops out, showing numbers 4, 6, 8.
MLCL 190468.
Maybe
That format. It's a vault storage code.
I need probably made a thing.
Of course it is. Bennett was a vault keeper. But what was he trying to convey in such a cryptic manner? 4 letters. The highest clearance level in the vault. Could it be? Hold on.
Carlotta? Yeah. You asked me to keep an eye out for Bennett's terminal. Well, I found it.
Amazing. Where did you find it?
Yeah, that's for me to know and you to wonder. But it was not in good shape after what it went through. Yeah, if you can use it at all, the data and the records inside might need to be recovered.
Understood. I'll have someone pick it up for restoration.
Wait, what now? What, you're not even gonna check?
Why are you stuttering? Isn't it a good thing that you have found the terminal?
No, it's nothing really. Just worried it might be too tricky to repair.
Sus. I don't trust this.
Alright. We'll inform you when there's more to share.
But now, shall we go get the terminal or see what items the code represents?
We're returning to the Montelli quarter first. The terminal will be fixed there. As for the codes, we'll figure it out once we arrive. You might not know this, but Bennett was never granted the highest clearance in the vault.
Isn't that a good sign? It means Bennett might not be guilty after all, just as you suspected.
But it's replaced by another suspicion. One I am reluctant to entertain, but I'm forced to consider.
Well, is it the same suspicion I had since the start of this quest line?
Only grandfather, uncle, and I have the highest clearance.
Uncle is the villain!
Liberty Square. Our proximity. The vault's security clearance. A traitor among the top brass. The indifference towards the stolen goods. And the authority to end dealings with Scarlet Velvet. There's someone all evidence points to. Were I to entertain it, it all starts to make sense. Uncle. But if it was truly him, the heir to our family, who betrayed us, wouldn't that be utterly absurd?
No. Looking at his behavior now. Also, you are the granddaughter that the old guy was talking about, didn't you? I was sick that Carlotta was that guy's granddaughter and that guy was the leader of the...
Now all that remains is to see what the code reveals. It might clear our doubts, or confirm it.
There's only one way to find out.
I'll be with you, no matter what. So let's see where this leads.
My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meetup spot is right ahead.
Lady Carlotta, we received a terminal addressed to you, signed DC.
It's Duncan!
The initial restoration is almost complete, but some data is overwritten or isolated due to the extensive damage. We were only able to recover certain sections. Our evaluation suggests that a full restoration might not be worth it. But, if you insist, Mr. Pierre at headquarters is an expert in this field.
Good. Make sure to contact him. Now please project the restored sections.
Absolutely. One moment.
Carlotta's agent takes out the damaged terminal and projects the restored data before release. As you and Carlotta review the projected data, you notice a pattern of movement between Margarita's Bennett home and the vault with only two deviations, Liberty Square and Dock. Liberty Square. Hello, friend.
Yes, that's where I was investigating that night. Seems like the intel was right. Bennett did go there. And the other location, I think it's my uncle's private dock. Primarily used for storage, not shipments.
Oh, again, that sounds fishy. Doesn't we head over after this?
Reviewing the records hardly proves the connection between these locations. If time permits, we should take the terminal to Mr. Pierre. He's an old friend of Grandfather's and is an expert in this field. There may be other useful information in the terminal. But first, let's put that code to use. It could help us narrow down the range and provide better clues. Follow me. This is why I suggested we return here. Our vault holds everything. Family property, valuable items for trade, and prized possessions entrusted to us by clients. The complete inventory and access records can only be found here, accessible to those with the proper clearance. Please, follow me.
Arardo Vault, inventory record.
Someone extracted the core data module. It's empty now. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath and leaked the data module. Now only Uncle, Grandfather, and I have the clearance to retrieve it.
So that clears up all the questions. I see that was tend to gain from it.
In Renisita, the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his early ventures in the new Federation. Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, We've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly. We've given more people the means to protect themselves in their ventures, giving them choices they didn't have before. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding. As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hands. What exactly are you planning, Uncle? No. We must find the core module.
Carlotta, where are you?
Uncle, may I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest showed me your pendant. How did he come by it? And what led to your capture?
Does it matter? All you need to know is that it's handled, and I'm in the clear now.
Yeah, I always found that he was captured a little bit fishy, because he was also captured at the perfect time.
Were you mistreated? Did they coerce you into doing something against your will?
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be as it was. No grudges, no consequences, only family. Now, we've had some trouble with the shipment over at Septimont. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it. And I'll pretend none of this ever happened.
I don't trust it. I guess he also may try to kill her.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hands.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears. What harm is there in choosing the safer, easier path?
I can't believe you just said that. So, you're refusing to tell the truth and reveal the module's location, is that it?
Why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others would think of us? I've given you an out. All you need to do is accept it.
Then so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I will stop you, Mr. Capello.
Not uncle anymore. He lost his uncle privileges.
I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family.
It's okay to be a little less perfect with friends. Messy but still meaningful.
Really? I just wished... No. I did promise I'd try to drop the pretense with you. I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. I don't regret uncovering the truth and exposing the traitor. I'm just saddened that my uncle is the one behind it all. We were meant to be the guardians of our family's ideals, to carry the torch forward. And yet now... Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. Every moment it's missing puts our family at greater risk. The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. The dock Bennett visited used for storage. Could it be there? We need to adjust our strategy. My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. I need to inspect the dock for any clues.
We may restore more data in the terminal. There could still be other possibilities.
Indeed, but time is not on our side. If Capello acts on this, I might lose my window to secure the module. Our sole advantage now is that we're operating as a pair. I need you to take this terminal to Pierre at the bank. If the dock turns out to be a dead end, we will need other leads.
What's your next move if we find the module?
I know that securing the module alone won't suffice. I must uncover Capello's true motives. How it will affect our family. I'll figure it out. I promise.
I like how decisive she is. She's like the protagonist of her own story.
They call it a dock, but no ships ever come. Uncle has concealed what he took from the vault here. A secluded place entirely under his control. For a secret trove of such value, the lack of security is strange. There was little resistance on my way here. This can't be right. Wait. I sense an energy fluctuation nearby. Time to investigate. The size of this place is manageable. I should be able to trace the source quickly.
You track the energy fluctuations, sifting through the gaps between stacked foods and looking for a source. Third box catches your eye. Inside a stunning handicraft adorned with jewels sits in stillness. It's exquisite but not persistent. You trace the energy fluctuations that pilot boost and start looking for a source. On the left, a delicate aroma of wine fills the air as you spot bottles of golden osmanthus wine. To the right, carefully folded, custom-made clothes catch your eye with their luxurious pattern. But none of them are the data module you seek, nor do they seem connected to the mysterious energy fluctuation.
Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Maybe this place doesn't hold what we're looking for. Why did Bennett come here then? Or am I too late? Did Capello get here first? And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. No, I couldn't have been imagining it. Such a big mirror. Why is it here? Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some kind of crystallized energy. Oh. Will I find the data module on the other side?
Huh?
Or was all this just a trap?
Oh. Now we enter the sphere of Alice on the other side of the mirror. Alice in Wonderland.
Hello again.
Hello again, Carlotta's grandfather. You must be Francesco, the current head of the Montelli family. I call you Padrino like the rest do.
You don't seem very surprised to learn who I am.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. My instincts weren't wrong when I saw you together. It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first met.
Was our previous meeting really a coincidence?
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together, and I happened to take the initiative. It's almost poetic. Wouldn't you agree? That's it. I doubt you want more chit-chat. I know you're here for that terminal. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can resume our conversation.
You knew I was coming. And you knew why I'm here.
Remember that painting we discussed earlier? In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. It's confined to a seemingly flawless structure, stripped of its autonomy. I don't want the same fate for her. But I can't simply impose my path upon her, expecting blind obedience. She must find her own path, with a partner she can fully trust. As for those who betray their own blood, there will be no leniency. Even my own son is not exempt from this. However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan take shape. My hand should only be played as a final measure.
I wonder how much painful this is for him, discovering that his own son betrayed his family.
The old give way to the new. It's the way of the world. But for us Montellis, the courage to break from the past matters far more than clinging to it.
It's interesting that he's saying that in the same time when there's the church behind him and the bell ringing. Like, it's supposed... I don't know if it's just a coincidence or it's supposed to indicate that we are supposed to break from the past, like break from the church.
So I ask you this favor. When the time is right, give this to her. She'll need it.
Are you planning to die, grandfather?
It's a little tricky, but you're lucky to have my expertise. This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data, even the overwritten and isolated bits.
You mean data was erased from it?
The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing was intentionally erased. It seems they wanted to overwrite the data to avoid detection. I can show you. Do you have a terminal? I'll send over the data so you can see for yourself.
This record...
I assume you've taken care of Bennett's body.
We dumped him in the tacit Discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters tomorrow morning. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order? Have they made you kill one of our own?
We're in too deep now. Handing over the data module to the Order will cement our position as an ally of the authorities. We'll replace the Physaelias. The other resonators in the city are irrelevant. And Bennett, I would have taken care of him regardless.
I guess he didn't like his equality spirit.
He knew too much. He deserved it for pursuing the Scarlet Velvet matter. Anyone who gets in my way shall meet the same fate.
So he's a tyrant.
Yes, sir.
We all stood together on that stormy night. Each one of us losing someone dear. And we all share the desire for our family to find an easier path forward. The best way to avoid sacrifice isn't fighting, but aligning ourselves with superior powers and knowing when to yield. You may have left the family, and I should expect no more favors from you. But I ask this of you one last time. Please, put this terminal in Carlotta's hands.
So that's why he was stuttering. He was a double agent.
What's in it? Carlotta? What will happen to her?
So that's why he didn't want to say where he got the terminal. That was also sus.
Nothing, save for the standard location tracking data every terminal holds. In 3 days, I'll be negotiating on behalf of the family with the Order. I just want to make sure Carlotta doesn't interfere in the meantime. She'll be given a chance to join our side. I promise. Think about Bennett. If you take care of this, I will overlook what he stole and let it be a thing of the past. I know you care more about your late friend than you're willing to admit.
That sounds gay. Even if he was gay for Bennett, that sounds very manipulated here. Using your dead loved one to make you do what he wants.
Unbelievable. What is Capello even thinking? Killing one of our own? It's a complete betrayal of our family. I must record all this madness with something. My terminal? No, it's too risky. Wait, I have Bennett's body. Nobody's going to pay attention to a dead man's terminal. I'll record it, then overwrite with new data. I have to keep this record well, in case I also...
That terminal, it was part of Capello's scheme. They set a trap in the dock. Carlotta. I can't reach her now.
A trap? Wait, sir. Wouldn't Lady Carlotta be in danger? I don't think that's part of your plan. Are you really letting her face this by herself?
She's already there, so why bother? I trust Carlotta and our esteemed guest. It is a trap, but also an opportunity for her to mature.
I must go to my life. Silence to Palestine. Also, grandfather, you are kinda mean though. You're kinda mean. This is an opportunity for her to grow up. What if she dies?
What is that?
The family will shield you.
I wonder if Capello was jealous of Carlotta because Carlotta is the resonator and she's not.
These flashbacks. Could it be from touching that mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made Sonoro inside. A sly trap. This Sonoro, the docks, Bennett's terminal, Duncan. When did it all begin? The hand that pulled me in. I need to get to the bottom of this, and quickly. These masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in the Sonoro seem unstable. I'll have to handle them before I can search the area. Found your weak spot. Brilliance lights the way! You will yield. Quickly and swiftly. down. Running won't see. Now there's nothing else in my way. All these obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion. The way out and clues I need may lie within its walls. This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandeliers specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some kind of simulation?
If you're telling me he's adopting that orphan girl from the other side of the family, spare me. Already heard. Actually, I imagine the whole family's caught wind of it by now. Isn't that why we're throwing this rally for her today?
Tell me, how on earth do you stay in the loop, tinkering away at home like that? You must be shocked. Capello's already the heir. So, why on earth did he adopt her?
In a corner of the mansion, Carlotta's gaze is drawn to the members and leaders.
Orphan girl from the other side of the family, adopted by Padrino. This rally, held for me. A mere touch of the mirror was enough to instantly draw out my memories, experiences, and even passing thoughts, creating this sonora.
Carlotta pauses, trying to make sense of the situation, but one of the members suddenly notices her and begins asking questions, much to her surprise.
You look a little familiar. Oh, it's you again. What brings you back here?
You shouldn't know me yet. Not at this time.
I don't understand. What time? What are you talking about?
Sorry, please don't mind what I just said. I'm not really sure where I am, why I'm here, or what I need to do.
Actually, I think he meant to say, we just saw you. Just now, about a minute ago. You walked right past us and headed that way.
Yeah, I'm just surprised you're back so soon. By the way, you do look a bit different, don't you? Your outfit. No, it's more the accessories, really. Yours are red, but the person I saw had blue ones on her wrists. Oh, perhaps I'm imagining things.
Blue accessories. I saw blue accessories on that hand that pulled me inside. I suppose she's the friend who invited me here. Could you tell me where she's gone? I've been left alone since arriving, and I believe I really should meet her.
Perhaps she's just out for a stroll. The preparations are behind schedule due to a mishap. Everyone's waiting for the rally to begin.
Yes, now I remember. The rally didn't start on time because of a lighting malfunction. On the other hand, once the lights are turned on, something may change and it could reveal new clues. Thank you. I think I know where I'm going now.
You're welcome, I suppose. Not that we've done much for you.
I doubt it means much to say this to you, since you only exist in this place, and unlike me, you probably don't need to hear this. But I believe Padrino took her in because he saw the makings of a true Montelli.
Fancy a wager? I bet 2 dinners you can't guess what the Padrino's got in store for us at the rally.
If you're telling me.
Tonight's banquet is a big deal. It's my first time handling something this important. The higher-ups even had me and Barolo set the password for the lighting control. But how do I make sure everything goes according to plan? Aha, I got it. Keep the enemies close, just like with secrets. For the first 2 digits, I'll go with the number of trees and chandeliers in the hall. As for the last 2 digits, that's on Barolo. He took forever setting up the balloons in the hall yesterday. Maybe he was hiding the password in the balloon. Ugh, still feel a bit off. Better go check everything again. Okay, so number of chandeliers is 2. Number of trees? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I need to know more?
Gently does it?
There are 2 more trees there, but do they count?
It's been 3 days. I haven't heard back from him at all.
Still recognize me? The stage is set.
I'm supposed to pop the balloon.
Start small to build big.
You know, as you get older, your memory starts to slip. But here's the good news. I'm only in charge of the last 2 digits of the light control password. Well, I'll just go with August 9th. It's an important day for me. My wedding anniversary with my dear Mathilde, and also the day Padrino baptized our Charlotte. August 9th. It is then. Perfect for the last digit of the password. Now the question. The first 2 letters with which here it is. Here. Here.
All right, time to check the lobby.
Come over, my child.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta. Come up to the front, so everyone can see you.
I'm looking at what happened 11 years ago. 2 entirely different moments are crossing paths right now.
Today is a special day. The beginning of your journey as one of us. As my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name. The family's name. And with it, its privileges and responsibilities.
I knew it. She shares our bloodline.
She is a true Montelli, just like the Padrino.
It's like reliving the past. This is not exactly how it happened.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family? And a girl at that. Why her? What makes her worthy of the Montelli name?
My thoughts exactly. I failed to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks, let alone carry the family name.
It was you. Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here, and you'll have all of that.
What happened to her face for a second? Was it a bug?
Is that the exit?
I guess she passed the test.
Dazzling sunlight. Am I in the court? Have I left that scenario already?
I don't think so.
Now the question is, what moment from my past does this represent? No, these decorations, they aren't real even if they appear to be. This is just another simulation from my memories. How do I leave this place? Leave? But didn't you just follow me here? Cut the nonsense. You were the one who brought me into this scenario. Ugh, fine. But why should I tell you? True, I brought you here. But remember, I am a product of your own making. Your memories, your desires, your fantasies. From this moment on, I am also Carlotta Montelli. We will share the same past, present, and perhaps even future. Don't pretend we're alike in any way, and keep the Montelli name out of your filthy mouth.
Ooh, that's harsh.
Oh, right. How could I forget? You worked so hard to earn the illustrious Montelli name back then. And this was your humble abode, correct? A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the family, trying desperately to fit in with the grandeur of her new home, fearing abandonment, and playing the part of a proper lady.
Like facing your evil counterpart. Also, this also reminds me of some Man's.
You're a star in the ballroom, a top investor at the auction house, but your true talent, being the family's favorite weapon, carrying out orders without question. Is that all you live for? I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation, indispensability. Did you see how everyone adored you? Isn't this a dream come true?
So, is this what the grandfather meant about maturing? Facing your worst thoughts and desires, then defeating them?
Oh, planning to shoot me again? Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness, and it's also my domain. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be brought together again. Why not try shooting yourself? Perhaps that will work. Don't be so quick to deny it. If you truly never craved acceptance and recognition, would I even exist? Since praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Show me how much your sweat and tears are worth. Found your weak spot. Still recognize me? Surrender. You will yield. Nice work, but this is only the beginning. You must be dying to know which part of the past this is. Would you like a little hint? Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. The storm is coming. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never forget. The rain that night never ceased in your heart.
Help! Help! Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken what's ours! In the name of the Montellis, this won't go unpunished.
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic in their voice. How they must be begging for a capable leader to come and save the day. Quickly and swiftly. Is that it? The world is mine. A new era awaits. Huh.
Three key areas have been hit one after another. South 2nd Block, West End Dock, and our headquarters. Intel says the Thessalians are gearing up for another hit on our headquarters. As usual, we can expect the Order to turn a blind eye. They ambushed Father first before we did anything to them. It is beyond unforgivable.
We're running out of time. Capolo, we need a plan before Padrino wakes up. Call for reinforcements from the East End. It's risky, but if they don't smell our manpower shortage, we might just make it through.
No, we shouldn't do that. The Fesalias were keeping an eye on our other territories.
No, we're not doing that. They can take the West End. Our men will retreat to headquarters.
Why? They're tough, but we're no pushovers either. We earned our turf fair and square. Why should we back down now? When Padrino eventually wakes, how do you plan to explain that we have let his and the entire family's efforts go to waste?
But we still risk exposing the location of our headquarters. It's all about predicting their moves and keeping ours hidden.
What about you, Carlotta? What do you think?
Once again, this deviates from my past experience. Well, I'll point them down the right path this time. We'll hit their base. Our people on the East End, the South Second Block and the dock will stay put to give the impression we know nothing. Then we'll send our main forces to where the Fesalias keep their echoes. The trade routes mean nothing compared to that. As they know what we value most, we need to demand something of equal worth from them as our bargaining chip.
Is this really going to work?
We can't afford to lose our people. Everything else, even the mansion, are simply assets. I'll cover the rear. Quickly and swiftly. I'm still standing. Still recognize me? The stage is set. Victory favors me. Quickly and swiftly. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me? An eye for an eye. Brilliance lights the way! The world is mine! Kenkiva, a new era awaits. Wow. Look at you with your brilliant plan. So clever. It could have saved us from our humiliating defeat. And of course, you didn't just come up with it because you knew what happened. No. That idea has been brewing in your mind since that very day. How does it feel to finally have your dismissed plan validated? Back then, no one bothered to ask for your input, did they? The big shots like Capello and those old-timers couldn't care less. The family ended up making the worst possible choice. They called for reinforcements, depleting resources in both headquarters and the East End.
No. Cynthia. Look at me. Please. Why is this happening? At the West End, it's all my fault. I should have been more careful. Oh, you're the only family I have left. The Montelli's motto is enterprise. But there's no end to this enterprise. No end to the ambition. No end to chasing wealth. How much more do we have to lose?
In the end, your dear grandfather had to step in and fix the mess you all made. The plan advanced, but the dead were forever gone. It stands as the greatest tragedy in our family's history. With that blood debt haunting you, you became the sharpest blade, working harder than ever to protect the family's interests.
Ooh, sad backstory to my hero wife.
And Capello? Did he think of seeking the Order's protection after that? When it became painfully clear that his power alone couldn't secure his ambitions? Come to think of it, what's so wrong with that? Sacrifices are inevitable, and someone must bear the burden. By doing so, the family's interests can be preserved. Is this not the balance you wish to maintain?
No, this is not what Carlotta is.
You were never meant to make decisions for the family. Do you really have what it takes to reshape the order of things? No matter what you say, I must stop him. Why? Didn't I just show you a better future than what you face now? Merely an illusion of your making. My choices may have altered the outcome, but it's impossible to prove now. The past is set in stone. We only have one path before us. Yes, the cold rain from that night still haunts us. But we cannot be shackled by the past. I might not be in charge, but my principles are clear. Every action I take is for the benefit of the family. I must leave here and stop Capello. Whatever the consequence. You're unshakable, aren't you? So you've made up your mind already. Our negotiations have reached a dead end. Then I'll need to try something else to make you stay.
Left! You should have gone left! Wait. Or maybe not. Think it over. I told you before. You should take the easier way out.
Trust your trap. I am going right.
Wrong. Wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path? Stay. Let's get lost in this maze together, from one window to another. I'll keep you company.
I didn't realize that me choosing right was like the metaphor for me trying to choose the right path versus the wrong path. I just picked the right because I like the right better.
Can you keep up?
Do you truly think you are worthy of the Montelli name?
It doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what you think.
Just give up. What an embarrassing sight. What is so painful to watch? You might have another chance up ahead.
Yes, that's right. Keep moving forward. You're getting close. You have to press ahead. Don't doubt yourself.
I will choose right just out of spite.
Don't you see? This is what happens when you choose the wrong path and back the wrong horse. The cost will be far greater than you thought. Why do you always end up on the losing team?
No, not this way, Piccolina. You should try another way.
What the fuck?
Choose wisely. You still have a chance to make things right.
No way. This Sonori trying to use even her grandfather against her. This is so unfair. Ooh, gay! My eyes are like violet and stuff.
Why are you?
I am here because I'm gay! So gay! I couldn't be gayer if I tried.
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, I'm here to deliver this. The gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own accord. Looks like you've made up your mind.
The Padrino's gun never leaves his sight. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montelli. Now, whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone.
That was epic. Nice visuals.
I am merely a blade made for killing. Am I really qualified to change the status quo?
Why won't you obey my orders?
Cause you are an asshole.
I'm getting old. We should take the easier approach.
You are not the true Francesco.
If we can make other people pay the price.
Your soul.
So, why can't you just give in to me and stay here?
Because I don't want to.
The end has come. Disperse one with the sound.
Improvise. Still recognize me? Glory demands more. Stand down. A new era awaits.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows.
My compliments. Still recognize me? Found your weak spot. You will yield. Victory favors me. In the name of the Montellis. How did you let go of confusion and doubt so easily? Those were your true feelings. You and I. What makes us so different? Brother, care for a story? A story about why a certain girl was adopted.
Sure. Oh.
Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for eating.
You're a bad girl. I'm telling Nanny.
Who would have thought? She's a Montelli after all. The hall is in chaos. Yet she clings to her weapon. What a monster!
This suits a Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon. Defying indoctrination to chart the course forward. Her blood runs with the same fierce will as ours.
Did he just insult the nanny? Did he just...
Come with me.
He just tell her
The
off!
family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true
Montelli.
He just insulted the nanny to her face. The nanny was like, what a monster. And he's like, well, defying the indoctrination and brainwashing definitely means she's a Montelli. And I imagine him staring straight at the nanny.
I see. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause of Bennett's death. He simply wanted to protect his friend's reputation, and Capello used that. Duncan gave us a rigged terminal to cover Bennett's debt, clearing his name. Capello couldn't have tampered with the terminal data himself, or he would have found the information hidden beneath the overwrites. He simply laid a trap at the dock that Bennett visited. I can empathize with Duncan, even to some extent Capello. They're driven by a desire for safety and stability. Tempting future, even for me. We will never achieve that by surrendering ourselves to the Order.
Is that pansexual flag in the background?
From the very beginning, our paths diverged. To yield to them now means giving up even more. And once we lose our grip, we'll no longer have the luxury of refusal. Grandfather and the others have already paved the way. I will follow their lead and chart a course towards a brighter tomorrow. For our family and all of Raguna.
So I guess you only needed the motivation, a push, to actually stop saying that you will never claim what was not intended for you. Isn't that what she said to Capolo, that she doesn't intend to take something that she doesn't think was for her, and now she finally found the motivation to actually do that, because she realized that it was always intended for her. The moment she was adopted, she became a true Montelli and gained the same rights as the son of the head of the family.
Wealth and power will safeguard our freedom, while freedom in turn will nurture wealth and power. The Montelli family is set to break the Order's suffocating hold and lead Raguna towards a wider horizon, embracing Septimont, Huanglong, and other countries. And through it all, we will never forget who we are. The family exists to accomplish what one cannot, and withstand the winds of fate. This is the future I envision for the Montellis.
What do you plan to do next?
Like I said, we seize control.
I like when she's motivated like this.
An all-out war with the Order isn't a wise move. Rather than blindly tailing Capello in search of a hidden data module, let's take control and have him come to us. Scarlet Velvet mentioned they need a formal reply, and we can deliver that. Care to help me give them an unforgettable response in 2 days?
We're taking the initiative. I like this. Have him come to us. That makes things interesting.
Checking your location. Have you reached the spot, my clever accomplice?
Everything is going according to plan.
Perfect. Remember to be stealthy. Scarlet Velvet and my operatives are positioned in all the streets around the venue. Should anything go awry, I'll set Plan B in motion. The venue only has one entrance. I've arranged for a handler to get you in. You'll go in first and then help me slip in without drawing attention.
Cool. No.
Oh, the upstairs parlor is off limits, reserved for a private event.
We gave you the heads up before. Boss wanted a batch of gifts for our business partner.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yes, they did tell me about that. But weren't you supposed to arrive half an hour later?
Half an hour is enough for me.
What was that?
Oh, I mean, I thought it was good to come here half an hour early.
You do have a point, but it's a special day. I need to confirm everyone's identity. What's your code name? Show me your token.
Token? Don't have one. Where's the promised handler? He should be here by now.
Hey, Tulip! Why are you still standing there? Come here. Boss just asked for you.
Ah, a tulip coin. I remember you. You work at the vault, don't you? We had a drink at Margarita's.
Huh? Oh, well, yes, it's been a while. Don't tell me you have already forgotten.
No wonder you arrived early. You people at the vault are always one step ahead.
Yeah. We can talk after getting the job done. Now hurry up. We'll deliver the gifts together.
I know that man! That man is my betrayer.
Have you made it inside? This area is under surveillance. On either side of the main stage, you should see something that looks like a control panel. Operate it to disable the cameras, then place the gems I made with my forte into position.
La 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 la.
How did it go? Any issues?
Everything's fine. Just got to the place we agreed on. The front of the hall. Done. Main hall, 5 o'clock. Done. Blind spot, done.
I must look so soft doing this.
Back window done.
Is
the setup is
Capolo
complete, and the time we planned is drawing near.
is Capolo really that blind that he didn't recognize me running around in front of him?
How's it going on your end?
I'm out of the mirror and the jam is set up. Capello actually inspired this plan. Otherwise we wouldn't have been able to infiltrate. The Order's agents have taken the bait and are at the location. Blue Rain and Retriever are primed for action. We'll head out at the chime of the hour.
Nearly go time. The Order's men should be here. Double check everything.
We should talk, Capello.
You! Why are you here?
Your guests won't be showing up today.
Carlotta. Looks like you've pieced together the whole story. So it was your crew who tipped us off about changing the time and place for the deal yesterday. Let me guess. You fed the same line to the Order, didn't you? Playing both sides, setting yourself up nicely. But something doesn't add up. You couldn't have pulled this off alone.
She didn't do it alone! It was me! Hello! And the guy.
Capello's promise of safety and comfort are nothing but a sham. He's been using our family as pawns, making them pay the ultimate price. Bennett was just one of his victims. He didn't fall at the hands of tacit discords, but to Capello himself. His body was disposed of outside the city's limits. The truth is, Bennett never betrayed us.
Oh, poor guy. He was used by an evil overlord, son of the family head. Fuck this guy. Fuck Apollo, you're going down.
The path of the Montelli family is one of unity. We stand together, leaving no one behind. I can't promise there won't be more losses, but I will prioritize the welfare of every member. I do not take sacrifice lightly. Now, will you continue down this path? Or will you align with our cause for Bennett's sake and your own?
Trust built on deception always comes back to haunt you. You're getting what you deserve.
Now that you've lost both the goods and your trading partners, this is your last chance to bow out gracefully.
Bow out gracefully? Do you think I still care about saving face at this point? My only regret is not being ruthless enough. I should have cut you loose earlier, making you pay the price like the others who crossed me.
You have betrayed your family's ideals.
And what of it? You'll never understand. We lack the power to protect everyone, so what's wrong with seeking a powerful ally? Why not align ourselves with those who share my true goal?
Your true goal is what? Power?
You're right. I've crossed the line. But I can still salvage this if I take you out and reclaim that data module.
Well, you won't. That guy really thinks too much of himself.
Everyone, capture them!
Like true villain.
Time to leave.
Oh shit. This is gay, so fucking gay. Partners in crime, for real. I like this. This one's so nice. They are great at this teamwork.
Fall for me, will you?
What? I already did!
Then, let's fall together.
Jesus Christ. This is so not heterosexual. This is so not heterosexual.
Scarlet Velvet's people have secured Duncan and will bring him to a safe house. He'll return after everything's settled. Regarding the order, I tasked Blue Rain and Retriever to pose as Capello's agents and declare the cooperation null and void. No data module, no explanation or any follow-up. Capello is already a lost cause. The Order will realize this soon enough.
I like how she used all of the Capello's plans against him, like that setting, like using his own agent. No, using the agents to pose as his own agent and ending the deal with the Order, just like he did, and the deal with the Scarlet Velvet beforehand. It's exactly the same. She was like, oh, I can play that game too, you know?
Wind guide me.
I didn't play 3 hours yet. I didn't.
The rain's back. I remember telling Grandfather how I hated the rainy season. I once saw rain as a bad omen in Raguna. When it rains, it's easier to wash away bloodstains. That's why acts of revenge usually happen on such days. But today's rain feels different. As it falls, the troubles of yesterday are washed away. I feel calm. Like I found my true self again. My present and my future are now in my own hands.
Well done, Carlotta. Thank you, Rover. My girl could not have accomplished this without your assistance.
Did she just pout? She's so cute! She's so cute! She personally invited and vouched for me, after all. She is capable enough to tell me.
I had faith in you too, but you surpassed my expectations. It appears I underestimated the potential that you possess when working together.
What he just said. Looks like someone's been keeping secrets from me, huh? I've been curious. You entered that scenario and delivered his gun to me. How did you earn my grandfather's trust so soon?
That's the story between the two of us. I will tell you next.
The nerve. Fine. Since we make such a good team, I'll let it slide for now.
This is so nice. My face hurt from smiling.
Capello and his lackeys will face the consequences of their actions. Our code is simple. Vengeance for blood. Death for life. No one is exempt. There's a lot at play here. It will require some effort and a true Montelli at my side to handle it.
I see. I'll take care of the rest. But before that...
Are you leaving?
Yes. What, miss me already?
Of course not. Yes, I will miss you. Who knows when I will see you again.
No need to feel sad about parting, for each goodbye brings us closer to the next hello. That's my favorite way to think of it. A countdown to our next reunion. With Capello ousted, the family needs someone to fill his shoes. I must assist my grandfather through this tumultuous transition. There's no one else to do it.
This is a gay rainbow! I swear.
Thank you, Rover. As my grandfather said, things couldn't have gone so smoothly without your help and support. Now that the dust has settled, you no longer need to stay with me as Cat's Eye of the Montelli family. But still, I want you to have this. As I said, every member gets a token that matches their code name. Though you already have a pair of cat's eyes, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by my forte. I chose it just for you.
Aww.
I know someone like you won't stay just for me. And joining the Montelli family might not be in your plans just yet.
That sounded like a sad gay girl.
Keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
This is like super gay. Super gay. She's like a sad little gay girl who has to say goodbye to her loved one. This deserves 2 days. Hey, I invoked it one more time. Count 10. This is 11 days. I need to check on that one too. Hello, Rover. This town has identified multiple references to you in various folktales, and your adventure continues. As previously instructed, I will set up a test for you in the Jingle Wilderness. Once you pass the test, a key to the unknown will reveal itself to you. Wishing you success on your test, and may your travels succeed. What? Oh, I can raise my level! Yeah, I forgot about that. I probably can't do the Lola logistics because I didn't use any of my stuff for any farming. Maybe I can do the whole. Hopefully it won't be too dangerous. Or long. Solo challenge. I'm sorry our level is lower than recommended. I didn't have time to farm. I'm too late.
Wonderful sound.
In war with time. Loading.
Very confined within limits.
You will obey.
Variable elimination.
Shadow descends.
Wonderful sound.
Complete overhaul.
Worry not. Loading.
Variable elimination.
Leave it to me.
All shall reveal itself.
None shall whisper.
Variable eliminate.
Leave it to me. Astral modulation.
Complete overhaul.
Wonderful sound.
Reconfiguration.
Loading.
Nowhere to hide. Wonderful sound. Keep it together. Down with the curtain!
Now I should be able to level up people higher. Maybe I'll finally sit down and farm. Maybe. Maybe! Huge maybe.
Let me be there for everyone. As we
I
head toward our
can...
shared future, leaving the past behind.
Plan with convention.
Let me be there for everyone. As we head toward... I still need more time to acquaint myself with this unfamiliar world.
Understood.
Let me be there.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Plan with convention. Then conquer by ingenuity.
Why are you...
Plan with convention. After my master's passing, I spent years studying martial arts and other subjects through various unconventional methods. This resulted in some rather comical situations where angry bookshop owners chased me around. But now, I have the luxury of having you teach me everything without any expectations in return.
The experiment begins.
Let me be there for every...
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Time for another adventure?
And you! Also you!
Would you like a
yeah,
fun
you!
game between the two of us?
Talk about you. But I have you. I don't have time.
Oops. Watch out for my thorns. Don't get your fingers pierced. On second thoughts, not much can harm you anyway.
Anna is using the same materials as pasta.
The experiment begins.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
I still have to check the camellias.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
And that's for my private time, not for the screen time. I was supposed to start the season, but I have still 11 days. So I'm supposed to go so I would have an excuse to play. Hey, I'm finished here. We already played 3 hours and the withering wave keeps reminding me that I'm playing 3 hours and I need to rest. Okay, I will. Thank you for dropping by and see you, I hope, on Monday? I still have to check my working schedule. I didn't do that. But before I leave, I need to find something. I need to pray. And I need to close the door. There was a big I will be sad. I will be sad. Lucy! Is this the person I'm thinking about? No, yes. Open. Not that hard. Open. Bye bye.